think we're about ready.
Just about.
I think so.
Okay. Can y'all hear us? Uh-oh. Okay.
I don't know what's going on. Ta-da! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the House of Vex, where we eat dinner right before we're supposed to go live.
Yeah. We cut it close today.
Cut it real close.
Like 15 minutes till we finally got our food.
Well, part of the problem, too, was I was transferring a lot of photo files from one computer to another, which used my webcam slot. And, yeah, just didn't go as quickly as I thought, so I wasn't able to set everything up. But, that being said, how... Is it Friday?
Yes, sweetie.
It's Friday the 13th, isn't it?
It is.
Oh,
we
no.
We chose this day for a reason.
Oh, no.
Just because we thought it would
It's
be
going to
cool.
get bad. We ate healthy tonight. Taco Bell.
Yeah, super healthy. What y'all have for dinner? You know, because that's our normal thing that we usually ask.
Yeah,
right
we need to
before
start
we
talking about
cleaning.
food and farting right away.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
All right. How's everybody do? Ooh, burgers on the grill and Doritos. Zox said that.
That sounds pretty good.
That sounds delicious. We had burgers last night.
On the grill.
On the grill.
Sans Doritos.
Yeah. We did not have Doritos. I made homemade french fries in the oven.
Yeah, they're super good.
Ooh. Dodge said pork chop, veggies, and a baked potato. Yum.
Wait, pork chop veggies?
Pork chops, veggies,
Oh. I
and a
was like,
baked potato.
we had,
Sand Doritos.
we've been eating the vegetarian stuff, you know, like fake meat and stuff like that. And it's actually pretty good. Except for the fake hot dogs are absolutely
Okay, they're
disgusting.
not that bad.
Liz loves them.
If you
I
just
think
smother
they
it in
tried
mustard, it's fine.
Have they been like the chicken nuggets where it's like you don't really know what you're eating, it just tastes good? They didn't try to make it taste like chicken, it just tastes good. That's fine. But the hot dogs, they tried to make taste like hot dogs, and there's like this weird aftertaste that just
They're not that bad.
super gross. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all.
Yeah.
It is what it is. What you gonna do? Rock and roll. So we gotta get working on this dragon. I need to deliver it at ReaperCon in 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, sweetie.
2 weeks.
I think.
So we gotta get this thing finished up.
How many? Let's see. 1, 2. No, it's 3-ish. Like 2.5.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
Trasherama, I would definitely eat mustard on bread.
we had beer brats the other night, which were delicious, by the way. And Liz looks up and she just got mustard, like it was like mustard beard. She goes, "Do I have mustard on my nose?" I was like, "Yeah, you do." It looked like, you know, the big red clown noses. It was just yellow. That was super funny. Liz loves her mustard. I mean, you know, like when I put mustard on something, it's like just a little dribble. Okay, that's enough. Liz is like, got another bottle?
We have like 4 bottles of mustard and no ketchup.
Yeah. She goes through mustard so quickly, we actually have a stockpile of it, and then we ran out of ketchup. So it's like, oh my gosh. Good times. Such is life. I don't know where any of my paint is, so that's super cool.
I think it's all in the dining room.
It's all in the dining room, so you know
I
what I'm
can
gonna.
go get it, but.
Well, yeah, I know what the colors I need. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh, this means I have to entertain. Okay.
Sing a song or something.
Ooh, mustard on pretzels is really good too. My mom showed me how to eat pretzels with mustard. She also likes, I don't know, there's like these little vanilla cookie things, and she dips them in mustard too, which I think is a little weird, but I don't know. everyone's week been? Are people getting their pieces ready for ReaperCon? For the thingy. The competition. Jesus. Thanks, Dodge. Hey, one more day, Zox. Just one more day. Yeah, we'll be delivering the dragon that Aaron's been working on, the little purple and teal dragon. He'll be delivering that to Ron at ReaperCon. It's been hot. Yeah, it's been hot here too. Bryce said, "Do not deliver dragons." Okay, so we need to change that wording because we're getting on a plane with that thing, and the last time we said we were delivering a dragon, something very terrible happened.
Horrible happened.
So how about, we almost died, so how about let's change the narrative.
Well, we ain't dropping off a dragon either. We're returning this dragon. It just didn't work out.
The dragon's just hitching a ride.
That's right.
Good plan, Dodge. Sock said he was carrying that plastic cup full of whiskey like it was full.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
I might get some whiskey. That does sound good.
I guess I need a paintbrush, too.
Oh,
Good
bless his
Lord.
heart.
Almighty.
I promise, guys, this is pretty much every day. It takes about 20 minutes to prepare for these things after they've started. Life with Aaron. It's grand.
It's like a whirlwind of activity.
A whirlwind?
Whirlwind. All right. Let's do it.
Whoa, frozen dark chocolate covered banana.
What?
Where the heck are you getting that? Shaken?
Yeah, so I am accepting of frozen bananas at ReaperCon.
Oh, speaking
especially
of bananas,
with nuts on them.
We will be bringing Aaron's banana suit.
No,
So he can
we're
wear it.
not.
Yes, we are.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm serious.
You said other people were gonna dress up.
Lane already bought his banana suit, so you're gonna wear yours.
That's right. No. Maybe. Something like that.
Parade. Yes, exactly. Everybody buy a banana. I mean, you don't have to buy a banana suit. You can, I don't know, draw a banana on a piece of paper and hold it up for your face.
Draw a banana. So I broke my Vex this week, or a part on it. I ripped it out of its holder, and the needle went through the nozzle. It was sticking out about 1.5 feet. It still sprayed okay. Like I was like, well, maybe we could go with that. But luckily, I got some backups.
Yeah. So now I do think it's really funny that you were like, hey, the front part of this is gone.
I thought I'd lost the cover.
But it wasn't.
And I did not lose the cover. I just.
But now it's kind of Frankenstein.
Which is usually how
Yeah.
my airbrushes are. Oh yeah, it's totally Frankenstein. So looking for parts. Let me switch this over. Okay. So looking for parts, I found the old prototypes, and I wanted a golden black. It's like a black and tan, right? In I don't know. In honor of ReaperCon.
I just, sometimes you amaze me.
That is correct. Sometimes I terrify you.
Yes.
All right.
Good idea, Snow Owl. They said that they're totally new to airbrushing, so they made sure to buy extra needles and a nozzle.
You should, if you're a seasoned professional, you should have extras. Yeah, exactly, because it's that can go badly real quick.
Yep.
There, look at that.
And if you just super want to take an airbrushing course.
We actually do.
I'll be posting something regarding the airbrushing classes online.
Yeah, our online airbrushing class. So that's coming up at some point. Now I kind of think, even though this nozzle looked kind of new, I don't think it is.
Yeah. Oh, Trashorama, yes. His class is sold out. But he also does a more in-depth airbrushing course online.
Yeah, if you wanna like take the plunge and like really get good with your airbrush, save about 7 years of time off your life. Take my online class; it's really good.
4 Saturdays of class time, about 3 hours each, but everything is recorded, so.
So even if you miss a Saturday, you're good.
You got it. Yep.
Spritzer.
So what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm working on stuff. I'm working it out. I need there to be like an ambient glow, so I'm just sort of putting in a little bit of white to kind of lighten the area around some of my spots of electricity, and then I'll re-add the yellow. That'll give me a little bit of a glow.
Currently CSI is probably between like 40 and 50 somewhere.
Yeah, it's.
Is it at 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
40 psi. Yeah, I've been running at really high PSIs for a while now, and I like it because it puts down a much smoother. It is harder to control. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna have to practice a little bit. But we had that one guy in the Northern California class who had never airbrushed before, and so he didn't know any different. And the first day it was like a hot mess. I kind of felt bad because we forgot that he had borrowed an air compressor from us. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And he just couldn't control it. By the second day, he had it down, and he was like seasoned pro.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, no problem.
JS said, can we get some more details about the online airbrush course?
If you go to miniaturemonthly.com, right?
Yeah.
That's where.
Actually, yeah, you can buy tickets now, I guess, technically, even though the.
Yeah, because we sell the class all year long. We only run it once a year, but people sometimes buy it. Or obviously you want to learn how to airbrush, so you can buy it early and then take the class when it happens. So technically you could do that too.
Yeah.
But it's a full, like, the class is where the real value is, and that's what all the students say, because you get feedback for the entire month. So we do Discord reviews and stuff. It's actually really, really cool. I think more effective, personally. I almost think it's better than, nothing will beat like going up and saying, hey, my airbrush doesn't work, and I use it, and I'm like, no, it's just you. Or, yes, your airbrush is horrible. I've actually used some airbrushes that were really, really bad. But sometimes it's just, until you can physically know if it's you or the airbrush, it's hard to tell at first. So that's one good thing about being there live, I guess. But the amount of coaching and stuff you get from the online classes is insane.
Yeah. So on the website, there's the classes listed. It's airbrushing 101 through 104. And you can choose to either just get the pre-recorded class, or you can choose the pre-recorded class plus access to the live class. And obviously with the live class you get more out of it because you're actually interacting with Aaron and
you actually get to see the class twice. you get the recorded one, and then you get, in the classes, I mean they're live, so they always change a little bit,
I think every time.
What happened?
My screen is just weird.
Oh, well, that screen is not the brightest of screens either, so that kind of makes sense
too.
too.
It's super bright is what I'm saying.
Oh,
my screen.
it's
It's
well
like
then.
washed out.
Then.
So I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know what to tell you then.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a Patreon too, but the classes are separate from the Patreon.
Yeah, the classes are full on, super immersive. Patreon is cool because it's like videos and stuff, and there's a lot of like reiteration of what you'll learn in the classes on the Patreon videos. I mean, you could very easily just do the Patreon and and watch all the airbrushing videos, and you probably have something very similar to the class. It's just the class is more condensed, and you get on the fly feedback. Is that a word? On the fly feedback?
You just
I don't know
made
what that
a
means.
phrase. I don't know if it's
You get
a good
feedback,
phrase.
real time feedback. Let's put it that way.
Daily.
Yeah, which obviously we can't
For
do
an
on the
entire
Patreon.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, and Dodge is correct. You also get a video guide with all of the videos, all of the links to PDFs.
PDFs, yeah, it's pretty in depth.
All the things. Oh, on the Patreon, yes, there is a video guide on the Patreon as well, which I need to update with last month's videos.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that it was August.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing real good.
We're hitting on all cylinders here.
The live classes, the dates. It's gonna be the month of October. It'll be Saturdays in October. I just can't remember which for.
We have
'cause I can't
someone.
remember-
Well, we have someone coming out too that month, so we probably. I mean, obviously they could just sit there and watch us, but
Yeah, he comes out the middle of that month.
Yeah.
So he'll just be here for
It'll
3
work.
hours. It'll be fine.
John needs
This is
airbrushing
John.
lessons for
Yeah.
sure.
He'll love it. So it'll either be the 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd, or it'll be the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and the 30th. And we usually start around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then it'll go till about 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Aww. Hopefully you keep having good days, Noel. Is there a package with an autographed selfie of Aaron? I think we could probably make that a thing.
Yeah, this nozzle is funky.
Is it the new nozzle or was that the nozzle directly off of the
It's
old?
the nozzle directly off of the other airbrush.
Sweetie.
We don't have a new nozzle.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, hey, we got gift certificates from the Reaper box.
Oh, crud. I gotta order the Reaper
You
models.
didn't order your
No.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there you have it.
You guys.
Actually, that looks pretty cool. I'm
Nobody tell Ron that Aaron hasn't ordered his models.
Nobody tell Ron the trouble I've seen.
Oh my god.
What?
I don't know what's happening right now.
That's not the words to that song, is it?
No, it is
Nobody
not.
knows but Ed. Oh, Lordy.
So who all will be at ReaperCon in 2.5 weeks?
We ask that every week or every
do.
month, but it's because we don't keep track and we forget. All right. We got to do emergency surgery.
Bless it. Did you clean that airbrush out?
No.
Oh my gosh. Jiminy Cricket.
That's what I don't understand. This nozzle feels okay, but
Dodge. That's a good question. He said if we took the airbrush before and want to take it again, should we choose the bundle? Give me like a day to think on that because I need to figure out how exactly we should.
that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had a couple people were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take it again." And I was like, "What?"
Oh. Lots of people were going.
To Reaper Con?
Sorry, we'll miss you, Half Acre. Yeah. Well, I mean.
Oh, is that Joe?
Yeah. Obviously, Zax and Shaken will be there. Trashorama's going.
Oh yeah.
Good plans,
Big
Noel.
Trashorama.
And Dodge. Shades of Spaceballs, the movie. And Greymaster? Yes, I do. I clean Aaron's airbrushes, but sometimes he sneaks them and then dirties them up and then hides them so I don't know they're dirty.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I'm supposed to clean them.
I don't play no games.
Aw, Cranky Dog said, no ReaperCon for me this year. International travel rules keep changing. Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, that's been a problem for sure.
Oops. Dodge said, let her clean the airbrushes. I think he secretly likes them gross.
I mean, look at what I'm working on here. Like it's like everything's in
And this is a new
control. This is like normal.
puddle
This is a
pad
brand
too.
new puddle pad.
So, you know.
So I've been working on a lot of studio stuff the last few weeks. So like I just can't show anything of what we're working on. But yeah. So it's been a lot of airbrushing, a lot of paintbrushing, a lot of all that stuff.
Ooh, that's it.
That looks kind of cool.
I was like, ooh, that green color is really pretty, and then I realized that
It's the yellow in the middle of the green.
Yeah, you were not doing what I thought you were doing.
Oh yeah. Now I'm making a glaze.
You are making a glaze.
It's Glaze Friday.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but over the last 12 or 13 years of airbrushing, I've noticed that glazes go on a lot better on Fridays.
So, is that how it is? But only on Fridays?
Yes. Only on Fridays.
There's a goblin in the kitchen.
Yep. She's taking it to the bridge.
Yeah, she is. Can you check the mailbox, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Whoa.
They're in the refrigerator.
That is bad.
There should be 4 in there.
Shoot.
There's 4, but I need.
Oh, that's all we got. Yeah.
Fall to the floor.
Aaron, can you shut your face camera off? I've got 2 batteries right here. That's what
Bryce is still going to ReaperCon, right?
Yes. I think. Bryce, you better be.
Yeah.
Please.
Don't be backing out on us.
Have fun, Dodge. Alcohol lubricant. That's what it is. Okay. Just go. Because I don't want to get up. Because the goals thing.
Oh, I'm making my dinner. No, just sit down. You don't. I'm getting my
Our
daughter's
desk isn't here yet, so. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So is anybody else painting along with Aaron? Or is Aaron just painting by himself?
I'm just, it's like a normal day. I'm just painting by myself.
Hey, that's not true. I paint with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Painting calf models. I don't know what that means.
Those are the robot. It's the space game from Reaper.
Oh.
I don't think it's a Reaper game anymore. I'm not sure about that. But.
Sidewinder said they are as well. What are you painting, Sidewinder? It's so hot in this office. I'm
Oh yeah.
sweating.
I love it.
Watching the toddler watch Paw Patrol. You're my outlet to sanity.
Sweet.
We
if
apologize.
we're the outlet to sanity,
Yeah.
they got problems.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
We've been babysitting lately,
You have
and
been.
we understand what you're going through.
Yeah. It just kind of drove home the fact that I don't ever want to have babies because, holy moly. How old is Dave?
He's 14 years old.
He's not.
He's 2.5.
He's not.
He's like 2 months old, 3 months old.
I think he's 2 months. Yeah. He's
And let me
2
tell you,
months old, and
that
he
kid
just screams.
Can't feed himself yet. Can't walk.
He can't do anything. I mean, literally. He can hold his head up.
He grunts a
screams.
lot.
He grunts.
He has the
and poops.
noisiest baby I've ever seen.
He poops so much. Oh my gosh, so much poop.
We should weigh it, actually.
I'm not gonna weigh his poop. That's weird. Cav is now with Talon Games.
Yeah, they're like across the street.
Ooh. Bones Dungeon Accessories. That sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Hands Commission. Ooh. The Marine side.
I had a friend do a custom Iron Hands army, and he converted every single model and then built bases for him. It was amazing.
Yeah. Bryce said it's different when they are your own. You know, that probably is true, but I also don't like loud noises, and I know that's...
Oh, she would not make it. Like, I'll tell you this right now.
No.
That would be a no-fly zone
Yeah.
for Liz.
No. Mm-mm. See, like, I've grown up babysitting everybody else's kids since I was like 12. And that's how I get my little...
The fix.
Yeah, that's how I get my...
You get your
my
baby fix, and then they start crying for like 2.5 hours, and you're like, yep, I'm done.
I literally was... So you remember the other day when my back was hurting really, really bad, and you finally came in there, and you were just like, here, just give them to me and let me hold them so you can sit down.
No, I don't remember that. I'm just kidding. I remember that.
I was almost to the point of tears. Like, he had, at that point,
To be fair, you're always at the point of tears.
I'm a very emotional person. Not funny. I even cried for 2
I'm pretty
hours.
sure ain't nothing changed.
Kiss it.
I swear to God, there's something going on with my lights, and I've always got a shadow right on what I'm trying to do.
Where's the
And
shadow?
it makes me so angry.
Whoa, that was very bright. Right in the eyeballs.
It's super bright.
Oh, I see. Does that help?
Maybe that helps a little bit. Moving that one away
Yeah,
and this one closer.
Let's.
Because that one like takes over. So then when I do something, I immediately put a big old shadow right on the dragon.
Yeah. Try that. I love my kiddo, but one is enough. Yeah.
Who's that? My sister and brother-in-law had a lot of problems getting, conceiving and having kids, and they have 2 now. And my brother-in-law showed up. He came out on vacation. Kevin, we start talking. He's like, "Yeah, we're done at 2. 2's good."
Yeah. Good choice.
They have the cutest kids, but
They really are.
total handfuls. And I get it. I had 2 myself, and that was plenty right there.
My parents had the 3 of us, and I don't know how my mom. I mean, that probably explains a lot. My mom's going crazy, or she went crazy with all 3 of us.
Yeah, pretty sure that's what happened there.
Probably. Holy moly.
I mean, some people can do it though. Like, it's just it's just different. Like there's, I don't know.
Aaron has 2 adult kids, and I think that's the best thing ever.
This is like, that's cool. I get to talk to him and hang out with him, and that's it.
Yeah. 1 adopted. Oh, okay. That is a handful.
Starting to dig that.
Doing the Lord's work right there.
Yep, that's what it.
Oh, what was that?
Guess he doesn't have the wet palette.
Oh, imagine that.
Yo, mama.
What? Good choice, Grand Oracle. Don't blame you. Yeah. Actually, that's probably how my mom and dad stayed halfway sane with us growing up, because all 3 of us were outside the majority of the time. Until I got older, and then I was like, I'm not going outside. I will burst into flames. But then I just cleaned the house, and so I got away with that.
There you go.
Yeah. There was a lot of mud pies in our life.
All right.
You're doing a real good job tonight,
I'm doing
sweetheart.
so good.
I'm really proud of you. You even have your Reaper shirt on.
I do. In honor of ReaperCon.
Guess what I wore?
Your Reaper underwear.
No.
Now, you might be asking yourself, how the heck did Liz get Reaper underwear? Because they don't make it.
Oh my god.
Well, when you're ingenious and you cut up a ReaperCon shirt and turn it into underwear, well, that is where the magic happens.
Jesus.
I thought it was weird.
What is happening?
I was not going to say anything.
What is it like to be in your brain for like 5 minutes.
It's like
Like
this.
how did we go from Reaper shirts to underwear?
Reaper underwear.
I don't understand.
That's what it is.
Brenda Oracle said, by the way, I loved Aaron's class I can't talk. Last fall, greatly improved some things. Goes to show that after 4 decades, you can still learn a great deal. Super true. Sidewinder, not gonna happen. It is not true.
What happened?
Reaper underwear are not a thing. I said Pixar, it's not true.
No, it was very quickly. It's not
Is
true.
that available on Thong Public? I don't know. Oh, well, hello, Jade. She said they will be now. Somebody's gonna go and make them. Probably. Bless it. I do feel like I need a drink. The logo would fit well. It would. That is true. That's a very large grenade. You in the zone?
Yeah. You know when I've lost myself in thought because I just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
So the only time that happens, ask Michael Proctor.
Oh my gosh.
Who, by the way, you can ask at ReaperCon.
That is true. You can.
Whenever they have me,
Velcro patch, that would be
Velcro patch or what?
hilarious.
Oh, Reaper underwear?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think we did get a patch. It kind of looks
Did
like
we order those things? The
I did, because I remembered
that's gonna be
last
pretty
night.
cool.
Oh. I almost forgot.
So yeah, we'll actually have some cool little those whatchamacallit things.
They're called ribbons.
Ribbons. Like a Doctor Who convention.
What?
You know, the first time I ever saw people wearing those ribbons was at a Doctor Who thing in LA.
Really?
Yeah. And it was at the same time as Strategicon, and we just happened to be walking down the street trying to find a restaurant. There's all these weirdos walking around in these crazy outfits and stuff. We're like, what the heck? So we went in.
Hey, don't call them weirdos.
They were weirdos.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they probably thought we were weirdos too. You know, we were dressed normally and didn't have. I mean, they had like 20 or 30 foot long ribbon thingies coming off their badges. It was crazy.
Yeah, it happens.
And you can shoot me because I had no clue what Doctor Who was.
But now you do, because we've been watching it while we keep Gabe.
I do, and I do not like it.
That is a lie.
That
You
is
sat and
not
watched
even
it
close
today
to a
for
lie.
like an hour.
Well, where was I supposed to go? Nowhere I could go.
True. I love Doctor Who.
But
Ooh,
one
Star
show
Wars.
you should not watch because Liz became
Oh my gosh.
crazy violent
I was
while watching it.
was just screaming.
She was out of her mind.
F word like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, she was like,
Do not-
"Father,
Do not
Father."
do not watch The Outer Banks because okay, I have really bad anxiety. If you did not know, I don't know how you didn't know, but I have really bad anxiety. That show brought out the worst in me. It was bad. So
I kept telling her it's just a
That is our
TV
cool
show.
I know, but like, Fezzes are cool, bow ties are cool, and so are the scarves. Yes. We're currently on David Tennant. I've watched the series like 800 times, which is like the whole reason I'm watching it is because I needed something that I've seen multiple times, so I don't have anxiety over what's going to happen because I already know. Oh, shoot. One of the little beads came out of the thingy.
Bead thing.
Mm-hmm. Remind me to look for it so Marley doesn't like eat it or something. Weeping Angels episode. The Weeping Angels episodes are okay because I've seen them over and over again, so I know everything's gonna be
A
fine.
plethora of times.
Sock said our cat is part Weeping Angel. I'll see her a room away, staring intently at me. I look away for a second, and she's 10 feet closer, sitting the same way. That's super funny. Aww. We are here for Reefer. Yeah, that would be fun. Jade said Dalek noises trigger her anxiety. That's fair.
Have you noticed that all the robots in that show sound exactly the same?
No, they do not.
They do.
They do not.
They do, totally.
They have different sounds.
I'm a robot. I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, well, yeah, all of the Cybermen sound exactly
And
the
they
same.
all hate
because
humans.
they are
That's pretty
exactly-
racist.
Oh my gosh.
Or would that be
Keep
racist
painting-
or would that be humanist?
It's humanist. Keep painting your dragon.
Paint your dragon.
Goose. That's a good plan, Snow. I've never actually seen The Expanse. Bryce, no, he did not order his class stuff.
We
forgot.
thought about it.
He thought about it.
We talked about it.
I was about to say, I told you.
We even
Earlier this
jazzercised about it.
No, we did not do that. I told you earlier this week. Oh, you still have to send. Oh, you sent your brother.
So it's like, you know, yeah, I did. Yeah. That was something I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do a bunch of things on Monday. They all happened except for ReaperCon ordering stuff on Friday. So that's how that went. Not how I planned it. I blame other people.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. I can't blame you because you get upset with me.
Yes, that is true.
I can't always blame you. You know, I mean,
Bryce said
I can blame it like 75% of the time. It's totally cool, but
Bryce said, "Do you have a unitard for jazzercise?"
yes, I actually do. Thank you for asking.
I don't know if I want to see that.
You call me Unipainter.
Yeah. Has Aaron worked for the government?
No, that would have gone badly.
Oh, that smells really gross.
What?
Have you ever
You smelling your finger?
Have you ever sniffed these paintbrushes?
No, I would not do
It
that.
smells
It's
really
disgusting.
bad. Like, have you washed
You
these?
disgust me.
Did you like actually wash them?
Yeah, I wash them after each time I use them. Probably is because you rub your feet with them.
What?
Everybody knows it.
No, babe, that's not.
Zach says you've been bragging in the
No,
Discord
that
about.
is not how life
I
works.
rub my feet all over
That is
orange
not
brushes.
how-
Yep.
Please don't make me throw up. Please.
Try not to.
Oh God.
I think that looks. That looks actually kind of cool.
I can't see.
No one can see.
I mean,
So I'm thinking about, I mean, this whole thing has been kind of an experiment and just like playing around. Obviously, the original picture, it was more bluish light coming out, but that was kind of boring actually. Sorry, but your dragon's boring. So I switched it to more yellowy light. But now I'm thinking of like, let's add orange, because orange and purple are fantastic together. Said no one.
Wait, are you adding orange?
I'm thinking about it.
Actually, orange does look kind of cool.
You know, I used to always in my classes, you know, when we'd be talking about color theory, we'd talk about colors that didn't go well together, and orange and purple were always one that I brought up. I'm like, if you don't ever use these two colors together, because it's ridiculous. And now I'm finding that I really like orange and purple.
Actually, I'm gonna
together.
try it.
If you do it the right way, you're good to go.
I'm gonna open Guild Wars and try and see sunset colors. Yes, Jade. Exactly.
Well, what I'm thinking is like this yellow turning a little bit orangish, like it's
Towards the
fire
bottom?
like it's fire on the inside. Well, maybe towards the outer regions, the outer rifts.
You trying to make it look kind of sort of similar
Like
to
Cleopatra and Samson.
Vermithrax?
No.
Okay. Notice it gets super quiet.
The Vermithrax lives again.
What?
He does.
No, he is super dead.
No, he's brought back to
Grey
life.
Mouser. So this dragon, the colors that he used, he actually based off of my Sky Scale, which is a mount on Guild Wars 2. I mean, I don't know. You may play Guild Wars 2. I don't know. He had originally like put magenta on the dragon when we were at Reaper, when he did Reaper Live there. And then I was like, hey, it kind of looks like my dragon.
That's right. Cool. Let's start over. Let's erase
Essentially,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, and since it was just airbrushed, I just went ahead and painted right back over it. I just reprimed it. You don't need to clean anything off or simple greening thing. None of that stuff.
Exactly.
None of it.
Okay, let's see.
So do you think? Let's see what Bryce has to say.
Bryce.
You think I should put fire like in the rib cage part? I don't want fire everywhere. Like I think it's pretty cool right here, but when you turn it sideways, you don't see as much of the fire. So maybe like there's these little holes right here. Sweet little holes. The children go to play. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna wait for Bryce.
Oh, hello. Bryce said throw it away at ReaperCon. So
I will do that. I'll do it right in front of Ron.
He was,
I'll be like, here you go, Ron.
Zero.
In the trash can. In the trash
That
can.
was zero help right there. Bryce, you are still coming, correct? To ReaperCon? Oh, he said in your room. Throw it away at ReaperCon in your room. That way he can,
Yeah, that just went
you
sideways.
know, stick it in his suitcase.
Just it's going backwards quick.
You're going backwards quick. It's okay. Shaken sent me this picture of the chocolate dipped frozen bananas.
Oh my gosh, I am so ready, shaken.
Look. I can't say what it's like.
I could fit that whole thing in my mouth.
Babe.
I'm just saying. No mean to be a bragger.
It's just super funny. The monkeys on it are so cute. They're in like little diapers. Real banana, healthy. 0 trans fat.
Yeah.
Because it's
Real banana, probably not so healthy. But who
I don't know. I
cares?
mean, it looks yummy though. It doesn't matter if it's healthy or not. It's a frozen banana.
Frozen banana.
Bryce
frozen
said
banana.
orange is a good idea.
How does he know?
Because you.
Because he's Bryce.
Mhm.
And Bryce knows everything.
Bryce does know everything. If anybody has questions, ask Bryce.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to get into these spots. So has anyone else tried to float their pirate ship like Jeff did?
Oh my god.
Dude, that was the best
so
video.
funny. FYI, the boats do not float.
So good.
Jeff did put his in his swimming pool.
I think it needs a lower, what's it called, draft. It needs more boat under the water.
Buoyancy? Oh.
I don't think that's what you think it means.
Buoyancy is
I'm just kidding.
when it floats?
No, but there's
I
some
don't
sailor.
know.
There's some sailor term. There's some pirate term for that.
Shaken said I haven't taken him out of the box yet.
I just
Box
like.
at low center of gravity.
I like Jeff's. It's like this is the unboxing of the pirate ship, and now we're gonna float it.
Yeah.
I guess it was fairly easy to put together, so it was just like, okay, well that was quick.
Why is the rum gone? Oh, I want some rum.
I should have done this side first. I didn't think this out very well.
Oh, you're
Kind of
doing.
like most of the things I do.
Oh. It was kind of funny watching you paint
Paint.
way back there like this.
I hold the brush like this. Who's
That's
it?
how.
Ben Comets tells the story.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was at Adepticon or it was at one of his classes in Europe, but he was talking about you need to be far away from the model so you can see the contrast and all this stuff, and then he looks up. There's a dude across the room, like literally had like this is a short brush. He had a brush that was like 2 feet long, and he was holding it from the tip and trying to paint the model, and just the look on Ben's face was like worth its weight in gold. Here we are, a couple
be
years
fair,
later,
that
and I'm
is-
doing it.
When my little cousins came over a few weeks back and they painted miniatures,
Right?
that was pretty much
How they were painting?
Yeah, there was paint everywhere. Oh my gosh, it was all over the dining room table. But they were painting like with the back of the brush. I had to like move Peyton's hand up further.
So we had my sister and brother-in-law came out with their kids, and then we had our niece Casey over as well. And you get that many little kids in the same place, you gotta get them painting. So what we did was we made a whole thing of it, and that's the really cool thing about the digital printers and stuff.
Mhm.
We found a unicorn because they wanted to paint a unicorn. So we found a unicorn. It was like $5 or something, $2, and printed it out. So we showed them, like we let them go through that whole process of making the supports and everything, and then they printed it out. They watched it print for 5 hours slowly, and then they painted them. And that was I thought that was really cool. I don't know if they thought it was cool, but
Oh, they loved it.
I mean, I know if I was a little kid and somebody did that for me, I would be like flipping out. Like
Yeah.
that would be.
My cousin said that the two girls, their miniatures are like displayed in their living room.
Oh, are they? That's really
Yeah.
cool. Well, we should do the same thing for
I think
them sometime
Casey's
if they
are
come over
displayed at
again.
my sister's house. Yeah. I'm making a little art corner for kids. Which I guess when you say that out loud, it sounds a little creepy.
Yeah. We will lure
No,
them in with
no,
the
stop,
arts,
stop,
and
stop.
then
Babe,
we
stop.
will eat them.
Oh my god. No. Jesus.
I swear to God, I'm eating my dog. Oh my
What?
gosh, her hind
Sweetheart.
legs look
Okay.
so delicious. Like
If
they're
people
like,
don't know you, they're gonna take you seriously, and you need.
well, then
to
they
remember
need to
that.
get to know me.
Aaron
That's
usually doesn't talk serious about anything, so take
Poor
everything he
Liz.
says with a grain of salt. Like a little censor bot.
I was actually gonna do the show on my own, and Reaper was just like Ron stepped in real quick and was like, no, I think it'd be great if Liz joined you.
That's not true.
In fact, I think we'll
But
not
to
get
be honest,
we'll not get sued if
that's
yeah.
exactly how he felt.
And there's always, sometimes over the years, there's been some questionable things go down at ReaperCons in the past and stuff. So I get the. I have had handlers at ReaperCon to kind of watch me and stuff, and I mean,
I think they're called babysitters.
it was an adult babysitter. Had they only had the people pads, I would have been set.
Oh my gosh.
I would have never had to leave my seat the whole con.
Oh, this is 100% a different show than the afternoon show. This is Aaron. Welcome to Life with Aaron. That's actually what this should be called. It shouldn't be called House of Vex. It should be called
We're sorry.
Life with Aaron. We're sorry. Apologies.
No, I just always wanted a paint night, like back from when I was in San Diego, we had a paint night for probably 10 years straight. Every Friday night we got together and painted. And I really miss that. So
I know. Well, I told you need to go to the game nights.
So things are changing here. The local game store just opened up the gaming area, so there is like a 40K night, and so I might have to check that out one of these days. Maybe we can get them to do like paint night on a weekend or something. That's one thing that like COVID kind of screwed everything up because nobody's going out, nobody's meeting anybody.
Aaron literally moved.
I moved here, and then it was like, yeah.
And then everything got shut down, so the only people that he really knows is my family.
Which is fine, but I mean, I don't know.
But we don't hang out. I mean, no,
yeah,
it's my family. I
their
love
family.
them, but
It's
we don't hang out with them all the time.
It's also different.
Yeah.
You need friends in life. I think
Yeah.
that's an important thing. So.
Well, I mean, I guess technically that's not true. You do have.
I mean, I had Jesse for a few minutes, and then
Yeah,
he
and then
left
he
like
left.
a little jerk.
But then we rented his house, so it's.
And then we rented his house, so it was okay that he left. We're actually glad that he left.
I mean, glad but not glad.
Yeah.
Jesse.
Glad, not glad.
Sidewinder, we are in the Augusta, Georgia area.
Yeah, keeping it gangster.
Yeah, Zox, he's literally been cooped up in a house with just me and his daughter for a year and a half, and our dog. So this is why Aaron is the way he is.
I'm literally going nuts.
Is Aaron allowed to have car keys anymore? Actually, yes. So a lot of the times when we go places, he drives.
That's right.
And I've learned
Drive real quick.
not to say anything about his driving as he's driving.
Liz is probably the worst backseat driver you have ever met.
I am, I'm sorry.
And I'm pretty sure she has problems with depth perception. Which makes it really hard when we're driving because she'll be like, oh my God, we're going to crash. And like 50 feet away from the car in front of us, like, I don't know what to do.
I've been really good lately, okay?
I know.
Worked on it.
She twerked on it.
Maybe. great job.
You know what I hate painting almost as much as the color green? That's dragon horns.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just not a horny person.
Oh my.
That was just lucky that came out that way.
You can't say that. Jesus. Style said, I have to say, Aaron, you talking of the Vex on Reaper Live is what sold me on getting one as my first airbrush. That is awesome.
Cool. I hope you're not regretting it.
Why would they regret it?
I don't know. Sometimes it's funny because there is a learning curve, and the learning curve is kind of steep. The Vex is good because it's great for beginners, but
So then there's no reason that they would regret it.
but there could be buyer's remorse.
No.
It is the best airbrush out there, though. I don't care what anybody says.
It's the only one he uses.
Oh, and guess what? Apparently, Reaper sells compressors now. We were talking about those last week or last time.
Yes.
I didn't realize they're on the
I think
second
somebody
page.
had mentioned it, but my brain for some reason didn't put two and two together while we were on stream.
Oh, is that it?
And then and then
I think
afterwards
they
I was
contacted
like,
me afterwards. They're like, "Hey, you know that Reaper sells those air compressors too?" And I was like, "Oh,
yeah." Afterwards I found him on the website.
yeah." I was like, "Oh, cool. Well, now we know."
Yep.
And knowing's half the
You're
battle.
not regretting it so far.
G.I. Joe.
Good. The Vex is great. Does that paint bottle say Moho?
What?
That paint bottle. What did you write on it?
Mahogany.
Oh.
A, don't know how to spell mahogany. B, it's too long of a word to put on the side of the bottle.
Well, yeah, when you were
Mahogany.
right like an 8-year-old.
I really like when the Spanish painters come over here to teach classes, and when they say the word mahogany. I love it. Every single one of them. They have the best accent for that word ever. And Jello. Jello and mahogany.
Yeah, it's not M-O-H-O, FYI.
I thought it was just Banshee, but then Sergio came over and he said it the exact same way. Mahogany.
Oh, actually, yeah, Sergio
Are you
did
looking
say
at
that.
my mahogany?
Jesus.
Anyways, I like it. Yeah.
It's kind of like listening to people say aluminium instead of aluminum.
Aluminium.
Instead of aluminum. Okay, people, on a scale from like 1 to 10, how exciting is painting these horns
Probably the most exciting
ever?
ever.
A 9. Ooh.
9 out of 14.
No, I said out of 10. That's a good number. We'll stick with a 9.
Just get this little bit of je ne sais quoi.
Oh, no.
And we'll put another shrimp on the bobby. I'm gonna go through all the accents I know.
This is really bad. I hope you don't.
Do anything? Just stop talking for the next hour and a half.
No. Dear God, no. That would be worse. Need to keep you talking.
Give me a little muzzle.
No. That'd be weird.
What you need to do is figure out a way to like voice over me. And so I will be talking about
So I
whatever
can, like,
nonsense I do, and then it'll just be like
censor
this.
you.
Yeah, it'll just be like me reading a book or something. What? Hey, that could be a thing. You know the girl who does the murder mysteries and does her makeup?
Yeah.
I could be the dude who paints a model and reads a book at the same
You
time.
could be. It'd be weird, but you could be.
Yeah, I think people would love it. Bryce would love it.
Yes, Bailey. Bailey Syrian. Haven't watched her videos. You should, because I am obsessed. Ooh. That sounds stressful, Snow Owl. Painting Gorma's horns. All
Who's
the horns.
Gorma?
Bryce said I want to be the voiceover. Yes.
Hello, children of destruction. I am Aaron Luffenjoy. Cokenjoy.
Coke and joy. Did you just mesh yours and Bryce's last name?
That's actually cock and joy. It is.
Co- like a coconut.
Cocoa joy. Cocoa joy.
Yep.
Cook joy.
Coca joy. That's perfect, is what he said. Yeah, that is a lot of work.
When Liz and I get married, it's going to be Hunt Joy. We're going to mesh our names.
Yeah.
We're going to.
We're not engaged.
And
Just
Liz.
Throwing that out there.
Liz is going
My
to
mom asked the other day, and I
change
was like,
her name
no.
to Miss Merriweather.
I am not. Erin Von Twinklebutts. Yes. Love that name.
Twinklescarn.
Socks. That's perfect.
The flagellator.
Liz, you're brutal. I'm not brutal. My mom she was like, so when have you set a date for the wedding? And I was like,
We're
we're
like,
not
no.
engaged yet.
Shut your dirty little mouth. And she did. So it must have been
making
true.
Sure. It's like when I post pictures. When I posted pictures of Casey, my niece, when she was born. People were telling me congratulations on my baby, and I was like, I didn't have a baby. So I like to set the record straight
Thanks,
before
it's my
weird things
kid.
start flying around the internet.
Well, it's funny. Anytime we do mention marriage, I get at least 2 to 3 messages privately, like, "Hey, I heard you and Liz are engaged now." I'm like, what?
News to us. Oh, Gorma is the Bones 3 purple worm with like 100 teeth and horns. Almost said 1,000.
1,150.
1,008,000.
1747.
4. Just 4.
682.
Yes.
So has anyone painted all of Bones 5 yet? I mean, come on, you've had like a couple weeks? A month?
At least a month.
It's Bush League. Put those airbrushes to...
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I hit the light bulb.
Oh. No, the stream did a weird...
Hiccup?
Yeah.
We've hit our allotted
Wait, is there music playing?
number of transgressions.
Is there music playing in the background?
It might be my butt. I hear music.
That is your daughter.
Oh, that's funny. She's going down.
Okay, so there's not music playing, but when you look on the stream, there's like a little music thing, and it says, "And I Think of You, Original Mix." I don't know. That's weird.
I remember at Game Empire, my local game store back in San Diego, they would always do like on Fridays or Tuesdays whenever the stock came in, they would do a video, telling them all the new stuff that they had. And they started getting all their videos started getting pulled by Facebook for copyright infringement because they had music on in the store, you know.
Oh.
And Shauna would be like, "And here we have this, and here we have that." And it's like Blink-182 in the background. They're like, "Done."
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. They didn't do that after that because apparently they couldn't turn the music off long enough for that to happen.
Yeah. I haven't paid it any of Bones 5 yet. I was among the last USA peeps to get my order, and it took 9 days to fully inventory.
Holy cow.
Smokes. Dude, we were like...
I don't think I would inventory it at all.
No. Holy cow. Those are some huge boxes.
Yeah,
that
was pretty amazing. It's like 100
I mean,
gallons.
I guess you kind of would have to, like... Because if not, I mean, it would all go in, like, drawers or something, and then you'd...
I know people who haven't opened Bones 1, and they're on to Bones 5. It's not like they haven't stopped buying them.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a drug addiction.
Sidewinder said I don't have a third of Bones 4 duns. Duns.
That's right.
Or is it dones? Like bones? Were you trying to rhyme? I'm sweating. Holy cow.
Oops.
3 pieces. Hey, 3 pieces is more than none. Found a dozen issues to be fixed. Ah, yeah, that happens. We got a Kickstarter issue
Yeah.
fixed
That
this
was
week.
awesome.
So we had ordered something from the
Echoes of Camelot. Big
Yeah.
Child.
thing from Big Child, and bless Aaron's heart, when he was filling out the address, his computer really likes to do autofill, and
Yes, on parcels of addresses.
yeah, only portions of it. So the street address was a Georgia street address, but then the rest of it was a San Diego address. So
Awesome.
the first time it shipped to the U.S., Aaron got a phone call from
DHL.
DHL, yeah, and he thought it was a scam call.
Because the lady was like, "Are you home right now?" And I'm like, "I'm not gonna tell you if I'm home or not." Like, well, I was home, but, and if she's like, "I have a package for you. You know, I just need to know if you'll be home. What's your address?" And I gave her the address. She's like, "Sir, I'm in San Diego. I can't deliver it there." So I thought it was. They were just trying to see if we were home or not, and then come rob us, you know. So I was like, whatever. And because we hadn't gotten a notification that anything shipped, so why would I think anything had shipped? And yeah, so that was exciting.
Yeah. Long story short,
6 years later.
Well, it shipped out a week ago or something, and then we had to get the address changed twice.
Again, yeah.
And finally it arrived this week.
Good times.
I don't remember what we got.
I definitely didn't do inventory.
There's only like, what, 4 figures?
Yeah, it was 4 figures.
We got the one dude that looks like Logan Thackeray from Guild Wars 2.
Oh yeah.
We got the girl with a really pretty dress. Beautiful figure.
Evelyn Ramschild.
And then I don't know what you got. We got a book and we got Chimera paints.
Yeah. That was actually what I was bummed about. I had pretty much written it off. I was like, shoot, we gave the wrong address. We're screwed. It's going to be lost in the mail. And Liz just rode it like a donkey.
I handled it.
She handled it. She got jiggy with it. She got the business end of everything.
Yep. I don't know what that means, but
And then she changed the address, and apparently DHL, when you change the address, does not change the address.
Yeah.
So you have to change it again, and then it doesn't work again, and so you actually have to get a hold of someone, which is like
Pulling IT.
it's like calling the
pretty
president
difficult.
and getting him to answer the phone. That's about as hard as it is. But she did it. I didn't do anything. I was busy doing commissions. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. It's not gonna happen. But it did.
Guinevere? Was that the girl?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we got the large one.
Yeah,
And yes, Gilbert's
54
too is a
million.
great game. Sorry. It's just a snippet of a comment. A Ganzerax heads didn't fill the mold. Looked like he had jaw cancer. Oh,
Ooh,
that's not good. Happens though.
yeah.
I really have to pee.
Just go. I got an extra puddle pad right over there.
You were the
Good.
best.
You're
no,
welcome.
I think I'll use the bathroom in the bathroom. Oh, Bryce got the little one. The large one's really nice. My eyes are getting bad.
My eyes suck.
Aaron's eyes super suck, but mine are getting pretty bad. Yeah, we had never had anything shipped DHL, or at least not that I know of.
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, usually it's fine. If you give them the correct address, there's no problems at all.
I think when Sergio sent his figures for the U.S. tour, I think they may have gone DHL.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember.
Keep on rolling, baby.
Oh, Zoc said his went FedEx. I don't know. That's super weird. DHL they were super helpful, and they fixed everything. Like, once I finally got a hold to a human being, they fixed everything super fast. But
So I guess
the problem was that I was you go on the computer and you should be able to request a change of delivery address,
and you can.
and you can, and then once you submit that, you can't submit a second one. Well, I had already submitted it, and then it didn't change it, and then we got an error saying that the package was stuck in San Diego.
Again.
So then I tried to submit it again online, and it wouldn't let me. So it told me to call, but when I called, it told me to submit it online. So there was nothing I could do, and so finally I had to get somebody in on the chat box window thing.
I'm just glad we didn't have a gun, because I'm pretty sure I would have got shot. That's how hot it was in this house that day. But I get it. It's super frustrating.
It was super frustrating. It didn't help that we had watched The Outer Banks, and that show was super stressed me
Yeah,
out.
this one went crazy. I was like, it's a TV show. Don't worry about
literally
it.
had
These
to
are real
apologize.
people. This didn't really happen.
After we were getting ready for bed, and I just looked at
So
her and was
you
like,
said,
I'm really sorry for
that-
how I behaved today. He goes, yeah, you were terrible.
I was like, man, I was about to go out in the garage and hide.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go pee.
Okay. Tell us how it went. Number 1 or number 2? Oh, we'll
No, I
take a
just
poll.
have to pee. Why do you always do that? Don't do it. You're gonna do it anyway, aren't you?
What? We already did it.
Oh my god, my legs hurt so bad.
This dragon is actually pretty fun to paint. Relaxing, but it's like definitely weird angles. Like hard to hold, hard to get to spots. But I like having things together because like it helps me keep my lighting correct as you're looking at the model, but this one would have been one that probably would have been good apart, at least for part of it. Just kind of put in some of these little details here and there.
I'm back. Snell said, do you ever paint in sub-assemblies?
That's really funny that I just explained that and I didn't know that question happened.
Oh. Look at you.
What do you mean? No, I was just explaining that this model's a little bit hard to, it's a little unwieldy. So
It's on what?
wieldy?
I don't know what word
It's
you're
hard
finding.
to wield.
Oh, it's hard to hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes I like them to be all together because it's just like, get it over with. Get her done. That's what they say here in the South.
Okay, sweetie, we do not say that.
You don't say that?
No, we don't say that. Have you ever heard any of us say that before?
Yeah, your mom says it all the time.
She
She's like, wakes up in the morning, get her done! It's like she pulls out her bugle, she's like, "Doo, doo, 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 doo. Get her done!
I saw it on TV.
The
Pretty
first
sure you do say that.
The first
Thanks,
6
guys.
months I lived here, she would text me every morning, and she'd be like, "Get her done!" And
Oh
finally,
my
I was like,
gosh.
"Susan, like,
It's weird.
it's weird. Cut it out." I just
Actually, I think my mom has said that before, but it's normally in the context of her saying, well, your dad hasn't done this yet around the house, so I just had to do it, get her done. Probably.
I don't know. We don't really know. It's a mystery.
Who knows for sure? Socks said, get her done. Hey, y'all, watch this. Hold my beer. Larry the Cable Guy would be so proud of her. Yeah. Okay, so Grey Mouser, you joke about that. But
It's 9:28.
it is. I don't know why you have an alarm for night.
I just have alarms that go off at certain times.
But you joke about the who let the dogs out. That was that was one of my mom's favorite songs when
Oh
I was
my god!
growing. Like when that song first came out, oh my gosh, my mom was obsessed. It didn't help that they played them at football games.
Did your mom wear parachute pants?
Is that a
asking for a
legit
friend.
question?
I'm asking for a friend.
No, my mom didn't wear parachute pants. She wore gauchos.
It's actually Andy Finley asked that question. He was too embarrassed to.
Andy Finley, I don't even think is on tonight.
Well, he still asked
How
it.
dare he? And now I have Who Let the Dogs Out stuck in my head, so thank you for that.
Who let Smog out?
Who Let Smog Out?
Mm.
That sounds like a better song.
Smaug.
Those horns look really good.
Told you I was feeling a little horny today.
Okay, can you not say those words? That words? That.
The phrase.
Yes.
The phrase that pays.
Scoop, there it is. Wasn't that the ice cream commercial?
What?
I think that's what it was, an ice cream commercial. And they're in the kitchen, and you just hear them go, scoop, there it is.
Hit me.
No.
Take it to the bridge, a little bit louder now.
What's happening? You sound like Gabe. Are you pooping?
If that kid is so noisy, like I don't remember a kid that noisy. Like, you know, like you got those little baby sounds, like it's like a little cooing, like a coo, coo, like that. Coo. That's not what's going down here. It's like.
He has bad acid reflux. He can't help that.
I mean, it is cute. I'm not saying it's not cute. It's just like this kid's
That
noisy,
poor baby.
and just like.
Oh my God, Bryce said, "So you guys are already married."
That is correct.
Or not. Yeah.
Just playing.
My got run over by a reindeer was pretty popular up here. Are you just trying to get songs stuck in my head? Because Sock said awkward laugh, then acceptance. It's you.
That's right.
Bless it. I don't know, I still have Who Let the Dogs Out stuck in my head. Man, why is it so hot in here?
Nobody knows but Jesus.
Oh. Sweet love. If you sing it with the woof woof, I'm sure it'll get unstuck. Try it, Aaron.
What's that?
Who Let the Dogs Out with woof woof.
Woof, woof, woof,
Wait, do you even know the song?
woof, woof. That's how you say it. It's gotta be all
Do you know the
breathy.
song?
Yeah, Who Let the Dogs Out?
Oh.
Who let the dogs out? Bark, 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 bark. That's exactly how that went down.
Was it like Kermit the Frog singing that? What was that?
That's what it really sounded like. They had to change
Is
it.
that
For,
it?
yeah, they had to change it for like in stadiums and stuff because it sounded too hokey.
Is that Who Let the Frogs Out?
Who let the frogs out? Me, 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 me. That's what it sounds like when you go outside of our house at night. I swear to God, those frogs are like.
Our neighbors have like giant lily pads in their backyard.
All the frogs.
They like garden. I don't know what all they got back there.
They're frog breeders.
But they have like some sort of watery pond thing, and
I gotta tell you, them
frogs all
frogs
in it.
are noisy lovers.
They
They
really,
are.
They could hear it the last time
I
on
know.
the stream. They're not loud right now though. More Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, I think you need to add orange.
Your mom needs to add orange.
What?
Don't tell me what to do. How dare you? Even though I said I was going to do it earlier.
And then you still
Just the
haven't done
thought of having you tell me.
it. Yeah.
I think it's a
How
delicious.
to date myself in one comment. Hey, I'm sure lots of people know who Sammy Davis Jr. is.
I don't.
I just said R. What?
Who the heck is that?
Some old dude. He's a singer.
Is he a rapper?
No, babe.
Eminem and Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm going to spend a bunch of extra time on the back of this guy's wings because no one will ever see it.
Do it. does look really good though.
Is
I
Bryce?
don't know why every time I say that I sound super surprised.
Yeah, it gives me such confidence.
I know. Sorry.
That's why I don't post my work anymore. How's this like? Looks good, I guess.
Looks kind of okay.
I mean,
yeah, you're doing
if
good.
that's what you were going for.
Looking good.
Looking good.
Bryce said, "I am surprised." What were you gonna ask, Bryce?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, was he working on his Reapercon
Oh.
contest award-winning piece?
Orange. Bryce, are you working on your piece for ReaperCon? He is.
Oh. That is just dandy.
Swings are so pretty.
Got a little bit more there. This is one of those models where you're just like, I know I'm rubbing off the paint on the side I just painted type of thing, but
Bryce. I said, do I have to paint it?
no. No, of course not.
Nah.
You could do a Jeremy Bonema. Remember that one year, Jeremy just, the model was metal and he painted the paint bottle.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it was a really ingenious piece. So it was a model standing on top of, he found like a little bitty, one of those cutting pads, the green cutting pads. He cut it up, so he had a little square. And then he had the model, it was like an ogre, and he had like a club on his shoulder. So instead, he broke a paintbrush, put the paintbrush on it, he put color on the paintbrush. There was a pot of paint on the ground. Oh, no, he was holding a paint bottle over his shoulder. The paint bottle was painted. The model itself was just silver. Like it was just the metal. So it was the reverse. All the painting tools were painted and the model was unpainted.
That's
It was really
cool.
It was really cool. I thought it was a great idea.
That's amazing.
That's called thinking outside of the inside of the box.
Yeah. Also, I just realized you have 2 water cups on your desk for paint water.
I think I brought one from the other table because I was like, it'll be just my luck. I'll get back there and there'll be no paint cup.
Probably.
And then Bryce will make fun of me again.
Probably. But only a little bit. He only does it because he cares.
Yeah. I moved away from San Diego and Bryce started hanging out with all my friends to make me sad.
Is that what happened?
That's exactly. They did it on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Sure. He said, hey, we set up a shrine with a candle.
I remember that. It's pretty funny actually.
I love it.
I tried to get Game Empire to have like an RIP sign for me, which oddly enough almost came true, but
Yeah, I'm really glad that they didn't do that.
I'm like-
Jeez.
you should just be like, make it sound like he's no longer with us.
No, I still do that. Oh wow, that was a weird yawn. Whoa.
Oh, is when you hit your isopropyl alcohol bottle. Oh, by the way, the stream today is sponsored by isopropyl alcohol, the best isopropyl alcohol in the world.
Bless it. Ouch.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. You know you have orange on your palette.
I'm running out of my horn mojo here.
We'll work on the orange.
You work on the orange.
Nay. The path. IPAs are for drinking. Just kidding. Isopropyl alcohol is for his airbrush.
Gotta feed the
Hey,
brush.
there's nothing wrong with IPAs.
Except
I don't
they're
drink Motorola.
bitter and nasty.
It's not. But no, he uses isopropyl alcohol for cleaning his airbrush, for when you mix it with water.
Showering?
No.
No.
You mix it with water, it can be used as a thinner, or as like spray through, or whatever you need it for. I think so. I don't know. We try really hard not to swear, but sometimes things happen. Also, Aaron says random words that we probably shouldn't, so here we are.
I need to start getting some paint on the space. Orange. Orange, you glad.
That you haven't touched the orange?
Yes.
What's that color for?
Getting paint all over my fingers.
Hmm.
I swear to God.
My hair is just falling out. Like, look at that.
Sweet. It's awesome.
I'm gonna be
Love
bald in like
I love it.
2 days. You do not.
Magic color for rocks is green.
Like a mint green.
Yeah, pretty much.
What color is that?
It's mint green.
Bright mint.
Bright pale green. You can also grab some of these other colors.
Oh, you weren't kidding. Paint is rubbing off.
Where?
On the rock. But it doesn't matter. She haven't painted the rock
Yeah.
really, so.
Paint's rubbing off all over the place. Goodness. Jehoshaphat's.
Wow. Yeah, that was a lot of paint. Bryce said I quit. Why do you quit? Is it because you didn't use mint green paint on your rocks? Oh, he said he's using green on rocks. Blasphemy.
It just shows up really good for a highlight. Look at that. That looks pretty cool.
It's almost off the screen.
Well, I'm running out of room on my desk.
Well,
Okay.
hand me one of them waters.
Here, take this isopropyl. Down it, firefighter.
Give me a water. Did you just tell me to down it, firefighter?
Mm-hmm.
Half Acre said, loving those colors. I watched the second episode and then this big change, looking incredible. Bryce said, I'm going to fix all my rocks now. I have to repaint everything. Yes.
It's only the last highlight that needs to be the pale green, Bryce.
So you don't have to repaint everything.
Wait a second, Bryce doesn't paint rocks. Oh no, he has a bunch of rocks he has to paint. But you have a water scene, so maybe...
Shh,
Don't tell anybody about water. We don't talk about anything that we can talk about.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you want things to be secrets. Carrot. As my sister used to call it.
A carrot?
No, my sister couldn't say secret when she was little.
Oh,
she called them
carrot?
carrots.
Yeah, well,
Which I still don't understand because it makes zero sense, but
we all have carrots.
we do all have carrots.
I don't understand this base. Like, what the heck is this stuff right here?
What is what?
Is it like a wave?
Oh, it could be.
Get the sculptor on the phone. Maybe it's fire.
You could turn it into water. Like it's crashing.
Turn
Like you're at the beach.
No, we're not doing that.
Rude.
We'll never do that.
Bryce said, keep talking. I need water scene hints. Color advice.
Sculpt your water in Blender. Print it out. Write that down.
That was sound advice, actually. If you'd like to know how to sculpt frozen water, also known as icicles,
That was my video this month on the Patreon.
last month,
Last month, yeah.
Aaron does have a video on how to digitally sculpt them
Just getting your feet wet.
on the
The
Patreon.
3D action.
I went splat, said glad for the random reco. I'm assuming that means recommendation. This is gorgeous.
Gracias.
Aaron's been working on this
For 7 years now.
Actually,
I gotta tell you, after this,
how many months have we been
I'm doing projects that take 2 hours.
How many months have we been doing this?
I don't know. We started in January, I think, or no, we started in December or February. We started at some point, but we didn't start the dragon, I think, till January.
Yeah. We've been doing this for like 6 or 7 months, I think. There's an episode of Dude, You're Screwed, a survival show. When he's dropped in Transylvania, the rocks have this awesome bright pale green lichen on them.
Oh, that's cool
Plan
too.
to model my rock. Ooh, that's a really good idea. And then Bryce said, what is the rock highlight underwater?
I don't know.
Blue.
He needs to talk to Derek Schubert. And that one. Derek has already painted an award-winning underwater scene. It was actually really cool.
Sidewinder said, I've got a 3D printer sitting in the corner that I've had for 3+ months. Been too chicken and busy to try it.
That's exactly what we did.
Literally.
Like, literally.
We bought it.
I
and
think we
then
had it for 6 months.
We were getting ready to move too.
Yeah, so that was part of it. And then I also told myself I would not print anything until I had something that I could print myself.
Yeah.
That I had sculpted. And so, because I knew if I printed something else, I would just print everyone else's stuff and
So
not learn how to sculpt.
It literally took about 6 months of Aaron spending so much time trying to learn Blender, like to the point where he sat down one day and was just like, I'm going to learn this if it kills me.
Yeah,
And
I said, I'm going to make
I
these
kept
stairs.
asking, I was like, how about...
Why don't you just get somebody else to sculpt it?
Or why
and-
don't you just like work on something else for a little bit? Like, this is a lot. But he did it.
It's not the easiest program to learn, but yes.
So Blender, there's a guy, his name is Jonathan, from Maker Tales. And he does an amazing job at teaching how to sculpt in Blender. I started learning and then we went on vacation, so I haven't picked it back up. But he covers everything super in depth.
So you learn the program. You don't necessarily learn how to sculpt, but you learn how to use all the tools and everything, and then you learn how to do hard surface modeling for sure, and that's what you need to start with. But yeah, it's definitely something you can't take lightly. But I think if you kind of jump at it, like the rewards are far outweigh the amount of time it takes to learn. So.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And
that's what they say.
Duh.
For the first time, I actually feel these lights. I'm like, wow, that is like a little bit warm there.
It doesn't help that it's also warm in the office, but currently it's only 83 outside. Which at 10 o'clock at night, I mean, oh, I take it back, 86. It's like 83.
This is sort of a strange base. You gotta understand this part right here. Unless like it goes to a much larger scene or something, maybe. So I don't understand all these rocks, and then there's this perfect spherical rock.
I don't know, baby.
Should we make up a story for it?
Yeah. Do it. Go for it.
It's the lost world of Atlantis.
Bryce said how humid. I have no idea.
Too bad.
I don't think it's that bad.
There's days that it's pretty bad, but I don't know.
Let's see. 68%, so not too terrible.
It's not 100%, which is good, but you know when it's real humid because it actually, like, there'll be days when it's like 95 and I walk outside and I'm like, wow, it's gorgeous out. You know, it doesn't feel that hot. And then there's days it's like 80 and you're like, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm yet to feel the wrath of a true Georgian summer, though.
That's not true. It was 102 last week.
Yeah, but you said it's usually it's hot longer.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. It was usually.
And last year it just rained the whole year, so.
We've had a lot of like days where it's just been in the 70s and 80s, like.
Yeah, there was
honestly,
one day I
like,
walked outside and I was like,
if it's 92 and under, like we're doing good. Those are good days. But like, yeah, I don't know, it's been kind of weird. Last year there was not really a summer at all. It was just rained. Just non-stop rain. Sidewinder said we were up to 91 today here in Maine. Back to low 80s the rest of the week. Good plan. I think that's about what it's been here. Today was 92 or 93. Not too bad. Although you were sweating real bad when you went to go look for Marley's poop bags.
Yeah. I was not happy about that, but I was like, I can't, if it's out there, I can't leave it out there. Because it fell off once while I was walking.
Yeah.
And I was like, shoot, that last part of the walk, maybe it fell off in one of the yards. Because Marley and I mean, sometimes we both go into people's yards and we go to the bathroom.
You do not.
And so.
You do not.
I obviously don't do it out in front of people.
Oh my gosh, stop.
I have to find a bush or something, so.
Stop. No.
Anyways.
Yeah, so I heard the back door shut, and I was like, okay, maybe he's starting dinner. I thought you were making chicken. So I waited about 10 more minutes, and I was like, where the heck did he go? And I opened the back door. There's nobody out in the backyard. It's like, okay, maybe he's pooping. So I walked to the bathroom. I'm like, hello? Nobody was in there. Nobody was in the front part of the house. Nobody was in the living room. There's nobody in the garage. Nobody in the front yard, backyard, side yards. I was like, where the heck did he go? Like,
I'm gone.
what's happening? Just disappeared.
Just disappeared.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Snow Owl, she is a Chihuahua golden retriever. I know that sounds weird. She's a test tube baby, essentially. We did not get her as a, well,
Kind of.
I guess
We were the second owners.
yeah. Same here in NB as in Maine. They fixed my air conditioner today under warranty and charged me. Oh, jeez. I don't know. We love her. We had no idea what she was, to be fair, either. For like the longest time. So Erin got her second. Oh, sounds weird. Got her
She got it from the thrift store.
Oh my gosh.
The doggy thrift
Not what
store.
I meant.
And they said she was a schnauzer doodle, which she is
No,
definitely
Erin
not a
was given-
schnauzer or a poodle. So.
Erin was given Marley, and he was like, I don't know what she is. She's just a little frou-frou dog. And then we got together, and the past like 4.5 years, I've been like on this quest to figure out what kind of dog Marley is. And so we've gone through
A lot of
a
breeds.
ton of different like mixture breeds, and then I finally found Chihuahua Golden Retriever, and I was like, oh my gosh,
It was
that's
exactly-
literally Marley. Like it looked like somebody had taken a picture of Marley and put them up on their Instagram. Yeah, the mechanics. Yeah. We were like, I don't know exactly how that works, and then I Googled it because what do you usually do when you don't know how things work? You Google it. So I Googled it. That's in my search history now.
You watch a lot of doggy porn.
No, stop! Oh, why? Erin! Sweetheart.
I'm just saying, that's what you do.
Filter.
Everybody
No,
knows.
we do not.
Oh, you might.
I Googled it, and literally the first thing that pops up says they are made, like, they're artificially made. Yeah, they do have DNA tests for those kind of things, but they don't always work. Because my brother has a Rhodesian Ridgeback, but he's mixed with something else, and they did a DNA test on him, and it came back something 100% completely different that looks absolutely nothing like. His name is also Marley, but yeah, looks nothing like him. So
Our family likes naming everything the same. It's a problem.
yeah, it's weird. Speaking of her, I don't know where she is.
It was baby day. She's probably hiding.
Yeah. Oh, God, my hip hurts.
Need more colors. So when I'm doing like rocks and stuff, I always use a color that's way more vibrant than I want, and then I erase it, basically.
I found her.
So like if I want green back here, that's like super green. Feather it out with the second brush. And then get some water and take off even more. Boom. It shows up because that color is so vibrant. If you don't do that, then nothing shows up.
Ooh. Good luck, Half Acre, with the DNA test for your dog.
All right. Are we ready to ruin it? Let's
Oh no. What's happening?
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Wow.
That was almost light catastrophe.
Yes, exactly, Snow Owl. We'd be rad. Super green. We watched that at church when I was in high school. Also, you were 100% correct. She was sprawled out on the couch where the baby usually sleeps.
I'm actually surprised at that. Usually she doesn't go anywhere near.
Yeah. Marley's been very traumatized with having the baby here during the day. She just doesn't do well when she's not the baby. Are you spoiled? Yes, socks. Granny Dog said, "Who says watching paint dry isn't exciting when we have moments of high suspense like this?" Ready to ruin it?
Yeah. Six months of work, and then actually it was all of like not even a day worth of work, but
across 6 months
yeah.
or more.
That looks weird.
You look weird.
I like it.
Oh, actually, that looks really cool. Are you gonna spray his
Nether region.
hip area? What? His hip area too? Where that like brightness is?
That?
Yeah.
No.
Rude.
Do that. That's crazy. Yeah. I will do that.
Aw. Sweet. For your baby. Where you going, buddy? You wanna get down? Okay, bye.
There's no room on this table.
Just
Oh my
knocking
God.
everything.
That's right. We just don't play around.
What color are you using in the airbrush?
Brown. Burnt sienna. So it's an orangey brown. Or some would say a reddish brown. I say it's more orangey.
Are you using an ink?
Yes.
It's probably Liquitex.
Yeah. It's Liquitex ink. One of my go-to colors. I like that.
Which I think we actually use in the airbrush class.
I think, yeah, for sure. My go-to colors are burnt sienna, burnt umber, and Payne's gray. Payne's gray is a Dollarani color, so it's a different brand, but Nobody else sells Payne's Gray in ink, so and theirs works really well. But I don't like the burnt umber from Dalarani. It's too yellow. And they don't really have a burnt sienna, so I don't think. I like the way Liquitex sprays better than Dalarani.
Ooh.
I know that's probably heresy.
They said that Michael's has buy one get one half off on inks, so they bought some today.
Cool. Perfect. Inks are expensive and relatively cheap at the same time. They last for quite a while, and so they'll have a bottle for a while. I thought I'd never run out or burn through a bottle, but once you realize how good they are, you'll use a lot of them. But that makes them a little bit expensive because they're like $9 a bottle. But yeah, if you can get one half off, perfect.
They said they didn't see that one today. Okay. Also, we do have exciting news.
We're going to ReaperCon. Wait.
Really, babe? No. Our desk has started
Production.
Production, yeah.
Production.
Oh, no shaken. That's funny. She said you're getting married? No.
Someday.
Yeah, no, a friend of ours is a woodworker, and he's making us a custom desk that is...
I'm using Chimera colors for the first time.
Massive. Those are really, really vibrant and...
That's what I want. Yo.
Opaque. So just be careful.
That's what I want.
Okay. Zach said... The Dalarani Payne's Gray is also opaque, but most of the Liquitex inks aren't, so be careful when switching from one to another.
Yeah.
Good point.
Dalarani is definitely not...
Point.
Oh, that's delicious.
That sounded really gross.
So delicious.
They're great paints. I actually used some of the Chimera paints on that Medusa bust.
Really?
That I painted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was destroyed.
Before it was destroyed in the car accident. I should just take that bust and enter it into ReaperCon.
The busted one?
Yeah.
What is it? Because it's wrecked. There's nothing I can do
Is it
about
because
it.
it's missing some of its snakes? Half of its face is grinded up?
Yeah, other than that, it's perfect.
Payne's Gray was the ink color you said before.
Yes.
I'll have to look for that. Liquitex neutral gray is opaque too.
Yeah. So Liquitex, if you look on the bottle somewhere, right there, see that black square? That doesn't mean this white is black, Liz. That means it's opaque.
Thanks for the clarification.
Open box means transparent, and then if it's got a line through it, it's semi. So.
Yeah. So the Dalarani color was Payne's Gray. The Liquitex color is burnt sienna. Monument on the side is at a dropper top. Yes. So Aaron, nope. Hold on before you say anything.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, you just keep it. So Aaron has a really, really hard time with monuments.
Normal
tops. Okay. He can't tell whether or not they're open, and he ruined his favorite Adidas shirt. So, with yellow paint. So, I had to go online and I had to order new tops, and I also had to order regular dropper. No, I didn't order the dropper bottles.
No, that was
Those were
Reaper.
Yeah, he rebottled some of the Monument paints into Reaper bottles, which is why one of his bottles says Mohog instead of mahogany.
Yes, I also have Flesh. I just renamed them too because I don't really look at the colors too much. There's green,
I'm sure
dark red,
Jason would be like, "What are you doing?"
turning in his grave.
Yeah.
Here's my white AF.
Yeah.
Because I'm gangster like that.
So it all started when the first time he used their paints. It was at their booth at Gen Con.
Mm-hmm. And it took out an entire aisle.
He shook the white paint and didn't realize that the lid was open, and so paint literally went all over his area that he was painting in, all over Jason's area that he was painting in, all over the aisle.
It was
on
bad.
the floor. It was everywhere.
It was bad.
It was Adepticon?
Yeah, that was Adepticon.
Oh, Adepticon. Just kidding. So that was the start of Aaron's adventures with Monument bottles.
Lids, yeah.
So, but now that he's got these lids, everything's great.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, he hasn't had a paint accident with them yet. Oh no, we did not order him a new Adidas shirt. I got the majority of the paint out. It felt like every time I started to talk, you would pull the trigger. But I got the majority of the paint out of his shirt. And then we went to Kohl's to look for another one, and they didn't have any that were cool, so. He just has a slightly ruined Adidas shirt.
Adidas.
I was trying to find raw umber, but I could only get Liquitex transparent for making washes. I gave up and started using oil washes. I only ever used an oil wash.
So the Liquitex Raw Umber, I actually don't like for airbrushing. It's really, really thin. I don't know what it is. It's the only one that I've had problems airbrushing with. So I have a whole bottle of it. I just never use it.
Bryce said, "My Reaper class minis are here. Prep time. Have fun."
Get on it.
So do they normally have a lever opening, like some shampoo? No. So they twist.
It's like a glue.
Open, but yeah, like an Elmer's glue bottle.
So it looks like the
more. It's a more round opening.
we don't
than,
have any left.
No, we don't.
So the problem I have is it looks like the cap's on, but it's open. And so when all your other paints are that way, you have a tendency to sometimes leave a cap open for weeks at a time and then go to shake it and then it's all over the place.
Chaplain, I used a little bit of Dawn dish liquid on his shirt first, and then I just threw it in the washing machine, and it got the majority of it out. There's just, like, only the part of the lettering was stained. But it was a black t-shirt, so that probably helped.
Yeah, and I typically have paint all over me anyway, so it just was yellow. It was like super bright.
What paint do you recommend for airbrushing white?
Any of them? Actually, the Monument White is really good. But I've airbrushed Reaper's White. Like, it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Or
Oh,
ink.
for ink?
No, I said or ink.
white ink is Liquitex all the way. This is the best one. It sprays the cleanest. It says opaque. It's not that opaque. So yeah, I love it.
Problems. How does the Liquitex raw umber leak out the nozzle because it's so thin or something?
It doesn't leak out the nozzle. I have problems spraying it. It always goes on too wet. So it's like when I spray, I want my paint to dry almost instantly. Like that's I control it. Like there's only a little bit of paint goes out and it dries instantly. And that raw umber, I can't explain it. It just goes everywhere. So
yeah.
Not my favorite color, but it's the only one like that. Burnt umber, burnt sienna, great colors. So.
Chaplain, you're very welcome. Yeah, just if you haven't watched it yet, if you've already watched it, I don't know if you'll be able to get more of the paint out, but just take a little bit of Dawn dish liquid and rub it in and wet it.
Maybe a little isopropyl alcohol or something?
You can try isopropyl alcohol, but I remember when Casey got that orange paint on my
underwear?
My jumpsuit thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was in my onesie. When she got it on my jumpsuit, I tried isopropyl and it didn't really work very well. They're wearing it right now. Well, yeah. There's some dish liquid on it. Good.
You say, this is why we can't have anything good.
Fine white paint likes to spit out droplets when airbrushing.
What was the question?
JS said, I find white paint likes to spit out droplets when airbrushing.
It does because it's a much thicker pigment, typically. What pressure are you running? Like what air pressure?
Bryce said it's okay, you can see you first.
So, if the paint's going on speckly, one, your air pressure could be too low. I know everyone likes saying turn it way down, you have more control. But really, it makes the lower pressure makes your droplets of paint get bigger the lower your pressure. So raise your air pressure. That's one way to get rid of the speckling. In fact, I used to fight the speckling all the time, and it wasn't until I raised my air pressure that I finally realized I didn't have really speckles anymore, or not as many, So raise your pressure is the one main one. B, your airbrush could be clogged, like the inside of your nozzle could be getting clogged, and it just, if you're not cleaning out the inside of your nozzle, it is clogging without you seeing it. So that could be a thing. And then C, your paint might be too thick. But I always go with cleaning the nozzle and raising the air pressure first, because thinning your paint is not a good solution. Because at a certain point it's going to be too thin and it's going to be speckly again. So it is what it is. But
yeah, 40 psi is what Aaron uses when he paints, and that's what he recommends everyone at least try. No,
if you can do 60, all the better.
Yeah.
But it's really high. If you've been airbrushing for a while, you will be like, holy cow, this is really, really out of control. But over time, you'll get better at wrangling it. What am I doing? I don't know.
I have absolutely
no clue what's going on anymore.
Does it depend on the airbrush what PSI?
I don't think so. Although I will say it might. I remember there was one airbrush I had, and I can't remember which brand it was. I think it might have been the G22, Master G22. But it seemed like it sprayed better at lower pressures a little bit, but it was still speckly. But if you have a good quality airbrush, like a Badger or Harder Steinbeck or whatever, the Vex obviously is a Badger. The higher pressures will definitely.
Grey Mouser, what airbrush are you currently using?
What you rocking?
Oh, I said why not 88 PSI, Aaron? Shoot for time travel.
You can do that. I would try it if I had the my compressor won't go that high.
Yeah.
So.
A cheap piece of crap that I prime would.
Okay. So.
Gotcha. Just try it on 40 PSI and see if it helps.
Also, just getting a better, upgrading to a better airbrush is gonna help things a little bit. I mean, obviously, if you're having problems airbrushing, a better airbrush will not do anything for you. But at least you'll know that. You get a $60 Patriot 105 and you're set. It's not that much more expensive than the cheap ones. True that. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
In the hood.
In the hood? Is that what they say?
Grovetown hood. That's me and the boys hang out.
Oh my gosh. Bless it. I can't really airbrush in my house, so that's all I can manage at the moment. That's fair.
Yeah, I airbrushed when I first started. I was living in an apartment. I would airbrush in the upstairs, and luckily nobody complained about the rattling. The compressors aren't very loud, but I'm sure they made like a vibrating sound on the floor. But when I moved out and I took everything out of the kitchen was like this shade of pinkish red, the whole thing. I was like, oops.
Oh my gosh.
They never said anything, so.
Well, they probably.
I don't think if you didn't know to look for it.
So it didn't matter.
Yeah, if you didn't know to look for it, you probably wouldn't have noticed it. But I
Yeah.
noticed it because I noticed weird stuff like that.
Fluffy said that looks incredible.
Thank you.
Half acre. I'm getting ready to spray metallics on a buttload of Stormcast models for my daughters. I am not going to try and say that word. It's Stormcasts with wizard heads. Doing it with, herpetology cast. It's literally like what my brother went to college for, was for herpetology. Never mind. Doing it with my new Vex. Last year I had so much trouble with my Sotar clogging and or splattering. It gave up on metallics through the airbrush. I spray at 30-40 PSI using a little Vallejo airbrush thinner and Monument metallics. Should I try this time around? What should I try this time around?
And he has the Vex? They have the Vex?
Yeah.
Is that Joe?
Yeah.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Sotar is a no-fly zone for metallics, I say. I'm sure that you could get it to work, but the Sotar is a high-end airbrush with a really tiny nozzle or a really tiny needle, and so it's not gonna work. You need a Patriot 105, or in this case, you have a Vex, which is a Patriot and a Sotar in one, and that's why I like the Vex so much. So yeah, you should be fine. Just thin it a little bit and rock it. The metallics, they just have that like kind of thicker pigment and everything, and so it's just one of those things where, it's not going to work as well through a high-end small nozzle airbrush.
Yeah. He said, I tried going with the 105 but had trouble not covering the entire model. So my suggestion is practice making dots.
And get your control down.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand that not getting the whole model. Like it wouldn't cover the whole model, or
No, he's saying that he was spraying the whole model.
oh yeah. So you need to learn
spray little dots.
Yeah, get your precision down. Spray tiny little dots, my little 10% sprays.
And so yes, metallics will work fine in a Vex.
Yeah, you don't want to over thin the metallics because they will actually it's like spraying glitter.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go too thin with it, and that's why you want to like a larger needle in your thing. So in your airbrush, so like if you are running a Vex, you want to be using the silver needle. Like I don't even use my black needle. The black needle is like a high end, low or small, like super fine needle, and I don't think I need it. Like I can spray very small dots with the bigger needle, and then I can spray my primer and stuff like that. So, use a bigger needle. Make sure your needle's a larger needle. Like a Pedro 105 is a perfect example. It's like perfect for metallics, because the needle that it comes with is like a general purpose needle. But yeah.
I've been doing other base coats just fine, just not the metallics.
Yeah, metallics can be a little bit of a problem. Also, it might be the brand of metallic or the age of the metallic. Like, there's lots of reasons why things can mess up. But if you have the hard part is
it can also depend on which thinner you're using with the paint.
Yeah, I would use isopropyl alcohol personally, but
the 90% water to
10%.
10% isopropyl alcohol mix.
Because it seems like it thins the paint. It thins the paint quicker, using less thinner, basically. If that makes sense. You may also try, don't worry about thinning the paint, and just get Badger makes metallics paints.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But also the Vallejo Model Air metallics.
He is using Vallejo.
But you need the Model Air.
Wait.
Oh wait.
Monument Metallics with Vallejo airbrush thinner.
Yeah. So I have not tried the Monuments through the. I don't spray metallics a whole lot through the airbrush. I tend to paint them and then shade them through the airbrush. I just paint them by hand. But yeah, I don't paint a whole lot of metallics through my airbrush just because it's kind of funky. And it seems like metal flake gets everywhere. Yeah, I think I like that. Maybe I don't.
No, never. Don't thin your Stynel res.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to thin your Stynel res.
Just use it straight.
If anything, I put like a drop of my thinner in the cup, and I put the primer on top, and I spray that thinner out, so it kind of gets the slip and slide going, and that's it. But it's already thinned. It shouldn't need more, unless it's really, really old, like me.
Yeah, Half Acre, it would definitely cut down a lot of time, especially with having to paint that many Stormcasts. Maybe just try a different thinner with that paint.
Yeah, or try a different paint.
Or a different amount of thinner.
That could be it too, maybe it's just the paint's a little bit funky for your thinner or whatever. That's why I don't stick with just, I love Reaper paints. I got tons of them. I use them all the time, but I don't use them for everything. There's certain things, like I really like this color, and I'm sure Reaper may have a color like this, but I've got it right here, it's good to go,
No. Aaron uses his water to IPA mix and has pretty much always.
Yeah.
And it hasn't damaged his airbrushes. And we use straight isopropyl alcohol to clean airbrushes.
It gets
And
pretty.
I have to soak his airbrush for quite some time in order to clean it, because usually there's so much paint that cakes up in the pot. But it has not ruined an airbrush.
No, one thing I don't do is I don't use like sonic cleaners or anything like that. So I know that there has been problems with sonic cleaners and isopropyl alcohol or simple green, like taking the chrome off.
Or with the, they said that damaging the gaskets and O-rings. They had a friend destroy the rubber bits in the airbrush by cleaning with isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had that problem, so I'm not. I never had that problem.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those
Hey,
things.
Aaron built his entire like airbrushing career off of a super cheap airbrush. So
Yeah.
they said they got a $10 single action airbrush from Harbor Freight for priming.
Okay, mine was $12 and it was dual action, but yeah. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? And if you're not really willing to like dive in, airbrushing is funny because the amount of money you spend on it does not equal good airbrushing. You need to learn how to airbrush, and so that's why I always tell people get a general purpose airbrush, which usually those cheap ones are general purpose. They have a larger needle, and learn how to airbrush. And then once you kind of get your feet wet, when you switch to a good airbrush, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm driving a Rolls Royce now. Like it's amazing. But there's nothing wrong with getting those low end entry. I think I got my first airbrush and compressor, everything for $99. And then after that, now one thing, the cheapo airbrushes usually you can buy new needles and nozzles for them, but they don't always fit because they're not manufactured very well. So I just found that I would buy a new airbrush every time I needed to replace a needle, or I'd buy three $20 airbrushes, at a time. But at a certain point, I was like, well, actually, at a certain point, I got sponsored by Badger, and I started getting airbrushes for free. So that was like one of the first, fairly decent airbrushes that I gotten. I did have a harder Steinbach one when I first started, but it was too high end and it clogged all the time, so I didn't like it. But once I started using the Patriots and stuff, I kind of knew how to airbrush, so it was like I wasn't learning how to airbrush. Like every airbrush will clog if you don't know what you're doing. But
sorry, babe. There is an echo when you're talking now, and I'm not really sure why it's doing that. That's
I don't know either.
super strange. Has that been doing that this whole entire time, or just recently? Or did it stop? Off and on for a while.
I don't know. I know your stuff isn't on.
No, my computer has nothing to do with what you're doing, so.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a Twitch thing.
Well, we're using the same mic, so that's why you're gonna hear it for both of us.
Yeah, if we had both mics on, you'd hear all kinds of crazy echoes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Super weird.
Maybe it's because we bought the Echoes of Camelot Kickstarter. Wah, wah.
Good choice with the 105. I had always shielded away from IPA due to my friend's issues, but I didn't know any details at the time. Yeah, do the 90% water, 10% isopropyl. It works perfectly. Yeah, we don't have a double mic thing. We would love to have a double mic thing, but
We've tried it and it's just so far nothing's worked.
So
yeah.
We gave up. Yeah, there's just his one mic. So I don't know.
There's probably a logical reason, but I don't know
what it is.
I'm a painter, not a sound person. It really would be cool to get a sound person in here one of these days and just be like, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing right? I mean, usually it works perfectly, so.
9 times out of 10 it works perfectly, and then other times it doesn't work so perfectly. Like right now.
Oh, did your sound go out?
No.
No, it's echoing.
So Half Acre says, yeah, I'll try the ISO mix. That's what I use on everything else. Someone local told me Vallejo is the way to go for metallics. Hoping to get started on it all next weekend. I have a bunch of demons to paint the week. Maybe this week. I'll post results in Discord. Gonna go put the kids to bed.
Nice.
Have a good night, Half Acre. Ow, my hands hurt. Oh yeah, we're 40 minutes over.
Are we?
Yeah, it's 10:40 almost.
We're rocking it.
Well, I haven't gotten a message saying, yo.
Stop what you're doing!
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. They're like, get that damn dragon denim.
Is that what is happening?
That's what. I don't know if I like that.
What?
It's called the rub off. Put it on, rub it off.
Gotta be quick though, because it might dry.
That's right. I think that's looking pretty cool.
Your webcam mic isn't picking up sound, is it?
Handycam is picking up my. Okay.
Is it still echoing?
Check. 1, 2.
Hold on. Let's try this.
Gotta check it before you wreck it. About to bring the house down.
Whoa, that took it out, man.
Bring the beat back. Alright.
Make sure this is.
I blame all the viewers. Listeners? Listen viewers.
Listen viewers?
Yeah. You guys gotta get honest. You gotta be like, we're gonna leave if you don't fix that echo. Glad we got it though. I knew there was a logical explanation to it. I don't know why that randomly turns on. Like that's cray cray.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is it echoing?
Yeah, it never echoes. We're professionals.
My night owl toddler refuses to go to bed. Aww. Yeah, the volume's way lower. I don't know why. I have it turned all the way up, don't I? Nope. Wrong.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Check. Is that better, kind of? Maybe not? Maybe.
I don't know. I didn't have the volume turned all the way up either. Mine was on like 25%. Okay, yeah. I have the volume turned all the way up on my headphones and it sounds good.
Sweet.
Much better. That was super weird.
I think that's working. I don't care what anybody says. Whew. That was a little worrisome there for a second.
You talking about the sound or are you talking about the miniature?
The miniature. I don't care about the sound.
Yeah, just turn your volumes up. Sorry guys. This is the best we got right now. Our sound is all the way up on our end. So
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, literally half the input because it's not full mics. That was really weird that it turned on. Does it always turn on?
I don't know. So it's... Is this a handy cam?
I
think so.
guess so.
Yeah. So it was the mic off the camera here.
Oh.
Oh well. Whatever.
Jade said it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be very quiet because I'm not sitting like in Aaron's bubble.
Lap.
Yeah. So if I'm talking really low, chances are I'm probably trying to whisper to Aaron.
Yeah.
Sweet nothings.
She's like, hey, nothing.
Jade said sitting in his lap while he pays is a different streaming service. Yeah, you have to pay for those.
You caught us. You see, we just went back and forth like 800 times, and
Only paints.
and then we restart the whole project.
How are you gonna paint his eyeball? Her eyeballs. Its eyeballs.
I kind of was thinking that it would be light glowing out, but you think that's a bad idea? Obviously you do. I'm just kidding.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I was just asking you if you had any
I thought about it, and then I was like, well, maybe it just has glowing eyeballs. You know, like that would kind of make sense, and then all the fiery stuff around his eyes.
You should 3D print little flames and have them coming off of the eyeballs.
No. I mean, maybe.
I tried.
Maybe.
That was my input. Shot down immediately.
I'm sorry.
Here
sorry.
First.
No, that's an idea. I just don't know.
It's not a good one, but it's an idea.
I don't know. I'm looking at like, okay, what time do I have, and do I have that much time? Don't know if I do. But that could definitely be an idea.
No, he did not sculpt this. This is the Shavirna
Yeah, someone really good at sculpting sculpted this.
dragon from Bones 5. Bones 5? Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. See, I remembered what her name was.
Shakira.
Yeah, Shakira.
Yeah, see, I just put a little orange around the eyeball, and now you can see the eyeball. This model has too much stuff in the way.
You're doing such a good
It's
job.
called extreme painting.
Yeah.
Bryce actually taught me how to extreme paint. And he would. I remember one time Bryce had sculpting tools out on a plane flight. I'm like, you flew like that? Like, that's a knife. He's like, yeah, they just let me do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They threw my tweezers away.
Yeah. They must have known that he had
Well, didn't your mom like go through security with
a pair of scissors.
by accident?
So my mom was on the list, the terrorist list or whatever.
She
I don't
was
know.
not.
She would get
That's
pulled.
not true.
My mom is the sweetest old lady ever, and she would
Don't
get
call her
pulled.
old.
Older lady
There
ever,
we go.
and she would get pulled aside every single time she flew, like full on strip search. Super funny.
But that one time she did
But
not.
the one time she had a pair of scissors in her pocket and she was going through security and realized, and she's freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get arrested. You know, this time they got me. And they let her right through. She's like, oh my gosh.
Bless her.
Yeah. This dragon actually would, like, if you spent like 100 hours on it, I think it would be friggin' unbelievable. I just don't have 100 hours.
No, you do not.
And I know Ron would not want me to spend 100 hours on this. So.
No, he would not.
But I kind of want to. Okay, how many hours till ReaperCon?
How many hours until ReaperCon?
Yeah, what kind of time frame do I have for this?
Okay.
Never mind, I have other projects. But just for the fun of it, let's look it up. Let's look it up.
I have to calculate. Sorry.
I'm totally...
432 hours.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
No.
Why not?
Definitely not plenty of time.
Who's our handler tonight? Justin or is it John?
Justin. I think.
He's probably still bowling. That's probably what this is.
He's bowling.
I don't know. Didn't you say he was bowling?
No, we went to the gym.
Oh. Well, maybe in Texas, bowling is the gym.
Maybe.
All right. Well, let's do this little part over here.
Okay.
And then we'll all cry and say our goodbyes to each other. So like right here, I'm spraying with the whitish yellow, and it's really giving me, it's not very speckly at all, or like at all. And that's because of the higher pressure. There's just so much pressure. I need more yellow. That's it. That's it. So you got to be careful when you're spraying really thinned out paints. You don't want to go too. You want to be very saturated. So same concept as when I did the base. When I was painting on the base with the green, using a very saturated green, because it just shows that when it's super thinned out. If it's desaturated, it has a tendency to just end up looking dusty. I mean, nobody want no dusty.
That's right. You tell them.
Yellow.
Nobody likes the
Super
dusty.
thin. Alright, let's see. So yellow you got to be really careful with though, because it will build up very quickly. If you look, if I spray my finger, I start looking jaundice.
Ew.
Ew.
Just spray them on. Gross. Whoa.
Yeah, so that brings back that explosion of color. The color explosion, yeah.
Now I have Under Pressure stuck in my head.
It's a good song. Dude, that movie is so good. Like, oh my gosh. At the end when they play Live Aid,
Oh, I was like,
it just gives me
sorry.
the heebie-jeebies.
The chill bumps.
The chill gooses. The goose chills.
That's funny. I just watched that 2 days ago.
I think that's when we watched it.
Oh, no.
Was it on like HBO or something? It was on regular television.
It was on FX, I think.
Oh yeah.
Like 2
Keeping
weeks
it
ago or
gangsta.
something was when we watched it. We saw it in theaters, and oh my goodness, that was
Correct.
amazing.
Here. Come back to this. Just want a couple of these spots to pop out.
They said they watched it on Hulu.
The other
I didn't realize it was on Hulu.
It's coming.
Are you putting little speckles on it?
Yeah, because you gotta bling it. So I use the airbrush to kind of do all my glazing with, and then that allows me time to come back in and do all the little details, the micro details.
Speckly specks.
Yep.
Can you zoom in any?
Nope.
Rude.
It's like super blowing out too. It's not quite that insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
That is not in focus. There we go. Wow, that looks baller on your computer. Are you serious?
It's 10:55, kind of. All right.
I'm gonna take a picture.
What if we just kept going and then like tomorrow morning he wakes up and he's like, "Oh my God, they streamed all night."
That would be super funny. I don't think we could do an all-night stream.
I could.
You could not. You could if you were playing video games.
Yeah. Peace out, brother.
Sweet.
Alright.
So we're gonna stop there for the night?
Yeah, I think that'll work for tonight.
Okay. sweet. As you keep going.
Yeah.
I just need to know when to tell him.
Just stop.
It's time.
All right. The party's over. The party's over.
Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
Aaron's eyes are going
Cross-eyed.
cross-eyed.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for doing paint night with me. Helping me realize my dream of painting on a Friday night.
Yeah. Is that what you do?
Right on. So we probably won't see you guys unless we see you at ReaperCon. Otherwise, we'll see you here at House of Vex next month.
Yeah, next
Okay.
month. When
There
you
won't be a Friday the 13th, so nothing bad's going to
You
happen.
also
but,
will be
you know.
painting Shvirna then.
Yeah, we're going to be painting something else. Thank
Yeah.
God. So.
You better stop.
Well, no, I mean, it's just time to move on.
Yeah, I know.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. So.
Special show during ReaperCon? Probably not, I don't think.
Special what?
Show during ReaperCon. Like a stream
Oh.
during ReaperCon. Probably
Yeah,
not.
Well, unless they have something set up, I would do it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't know how their setup's going to be. So, obviously things have changed since the last year because I know they do live Twitch streams like interviews and stuff at ReaperCon. So I don't know why they. I mean, it would be really loud in the background. I don't know. It might not work as well, but it might. Who knows?
Who knows?
But it might not. But it might. So there you have it. All right. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming back next time.
Yeah.
Because you're crazy.
Good night, y'all.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.